special edition is on South Africa, highlighting the tourism champions who burn the midnight oil with their passion for South Africa. South Africa is a kaleidoscope of unique, iconic, hidden gems intertwined with world-renowned top 10 attractions, namely the Kruger National Park, Table Mountain, Robben Island, Cape Winelands, the Drakensberg, Isimangaliso Wetlands Park, the Durban Golden Mile, Blade River Canyon, Vilakazi Street, which is home to 3 Nobel Peace Prize winners, namely Nelson Mandela, Desmond Tutu, and Albert Luthuli. South Africa also is the foremost suppliers of gold and diamonds to the world. Or you can choose to sip wine at a famous wine farm, or consider the birthplace of world democracy and follow the footprints of legends like Mandela and Gandhi to victorious freedom. We offer a diversity of cultures, delectable cuisine like biltong, boerewors, malva pudding, chakalaka, braai and bunny chow. And our unique, captivating attractions are also on the menu. As a country, South Africa continues to inspire ourselves and the world with unique, new, better ways of overcoming challenges. Innovation inspires new ways to discover the roots of life, best describing the natural character, values, and fabric of the people. Tourism is everyone's business in South Africa.
Yasmin Johnson is one of the pioneers in the tourism industry in Cape Town. She's a real stalwart who has applied herself in all areas of tourism, from one of the best tour guides, I must say, in the Western Cape, to event management and customized tours, providing very personalized services. So we are indeed very fortunate to have this special time with Yasmin this morning. Welcome, Yasmin.
Good morning, Bunny, and many thanks for that wonderful introduction.
You deserve that. It's exactly what you are about. You know, very few people in the Western Cape can claim to be a specialist on halal tourism, on being a specialist in the footprints of Mandela. So those are your attributes, and you've given off so much to the industry. You want to tell us something, a little bit about the highlights of being in Discover Cape Town, your company, and what was it like pre-COVID?
Discover Cape Town, pre-COVID, we have dealt a lot with big sporting groups. We have dealt, just before the lockdown actually happened, there was in Cape Town an international veterans cricket tournament. And you know, the cricketers, especially from India, from Canada and from England, were all participating and wanted to obviously see and show their families Cape Town, what Cape Town had to offer. So we were looking forward to 2020, new visitors, the expectations, and do what we always do to please the client as far as possible.
Very involved in the cruise tourism. What was the status pre-COVID? How many times cruise liners were coming into Cape Town Harbour? What was the impact of the industry?
Cruise industry in Cape Town is very seasonal, so it's from about September until about April, because that's when the seas are very sort of calmer, and the weather in Cape Town is obviously more beautiful at that time of the year, our summer season and so on. So we have at least about 38 cruise liners, and when I say cruise liners, each carrying up to 2,000 passengers only, and then maybe 2,000 or 3,000 crew. So on average, sometimes we could have 3 cruise liners coming into our harbor at the same time, and everywhere, all the shops are busy, the restaurants are busy, and the different attractions in Cape Town, Table Mountain, Cape Point, the winelands. These are all things which are, when the cruise liners are here, we all benefit from.
I think that's the reason why Cape Town is known as a mother city. And you are indeed one of the great mothers in tourism also, because you oversee so many different aspects of tourism. Yeah, Yasmin, okay, let's get down now to the present. How has COVID affected Discover Cape Town and also Cape Town city itself? What is tourism looking like now in Cape Town?
Yeah, COVID has obviously affected everyone throughout the world. You know, businesses have all been affected. For Discover Cape Town especially, we were in the sort of height of our busy season, because we specialize in many groups of people that attend different sporting events, like the Two Oceans Road Race, the Two Oceans Cycling Race. And these different events attract like 34,000 entrants. That is besides all your extended family, mother-in-law, kids that come with, and so on. So in March, in the middle of a particular big event, the IWAC, the cricket tournament, the Veterans Cricket Tournament, we were just called into a room and told, sorry, this cricket tournament is now being stopped. And so all those and all my bookings that were forward with regard to the Two Oceans Road Race, people were calling and Skyping and emailing and saying, do you think we're still going to go? Is this event on or off? And well, unfortunately, the government had to take a stance to try and curb and keep the numbers down. So that was on the eve of the start of COVID. I was obviously still very hopeful that tourists would come in probably within the next month and a half. I think I never ever expected it to be such a long kind of process. But be that as it may, looking forward now, and I'm hoping for the better.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's now look at the future viewpoint from your telescope. What can you see? What type of traveler is going to come in post-COVID?
From what I see, the Economic Development MEC James Foss here in the Western Cape, which is the province or the region that we live in, of which Cape Town makes a specific subject. They're talking a lot, and I'm trying to follow what they are saying. And they are saying they've responded, now they're adapting, then they want to recover, and lastly, they want to stabilize. I think for me and for Discover Cape Town, we are looking at our domestic market first. As you know, the different provinces are open now. Leisure, business travel is coming in and out, and probably a business traveler has to sleep somewhere, has to eat somewhere, needs some transport, so those types of services are still in the making now. I think we must think very positively and hoping, and I'm sure that people will. I already see people traveling in Cape Town, families going out with their children to visit a zoo or a park, or take the children and educate them somewhere. And as soon as we can get a few more things open, then I'm sure, we'll be starting up again slowly. But we're getting there, and we're putting all our protocols in place so that when the visitor, when he clicks the button and he says he wants to visit Cape Town and he wants to do halal tourism, then he can see, yeah, Yasmin has got, in a little pack, I want to put 2 masks, a little sanitary can with some sanitary spray, a little bit of other little items. So these are the things that Discover Cape Town is definitely thinking of putting in place for our future visitors. And I'm sure, Bunny, we'll be up and running very, very soon.
I agree with you. I think with your positive attitude, Yasmin, and with James Foss behind you guys, it only can grow and get better. Regarding mice, now Cape Town's known so much for the mice industry. Do you know of any plans that are in the pipeline or in place to attract the mice groups into Cape Town?
Yes, if your group is 50 or less, you can have a gathering of people. So you can have kind of a conference kind of thing, And I would probably set it up so that I could split the groups up. Let's say I've got a conference on medicine, diabetes or something. So I would bring in one day the technical staff. One day I would bring in somebody that can give some better, understanding, so that you don't have everybody in the room at the same time, but you can subdivide these little components of that same big conference that you were going to have. Mice industry, yes, very, very similar concepts I would use. And people are now opening up their homes and having big weddings in their homes in Cape Town. So we are slowly trying to get back to as normal as possible.
Well, I like what you said earlier. You're seeing families are starting to travel again. That's very, very positive, because with families, the confidence will come and the industry will slowly pick up. Yes. Now, Yasmin, any special tips that you have as survival plans for your colleagues in the industry that you can offer?
Yes, I would say to anybody in the travel industry, try and stay positive. Try and be one step ahead, if I'm saying it correctly, because if you are thinking up ahead of everybody else and people out there are checking on your platform, okay, Discover Cape Town is going to pick us up in a vehicle that's fully sanitized, and then we will grow that trust in the people again. We need to, somebody out there needs to understand that he or she can trust Discover Cape Town.
One product that you have spoken about to me once, but you haven't, was the personalized services you offer the mature ladies on your touring. Do you want to elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yes, about 2 years ago, I decided to offer a product in Cape Town called Ladies on Tour. So, and I've had a very good response from women who are on business, women who are traveling alone, women whose husbands are in conferences. And so I was just amazed that the idea was taking off. But a female traveler would prefer a female to deal with and to set up all the arrangements and to drive her around. And because women will talk about recipes and grandchildren. And sometimes I'm on this tour and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this woman's not even interested in what year Jan van Riebeeck came to Cape Town. She's more interested in having a friend with her. So it's been interesting, and it's been taking off very much. And people from all over, from Doha, from local people from Pretoria, to people from America. So it's everywhere where we as women, we share the same interests.
Now, I think that's really a very interesting concept, because many mature women now are traveling on business or leisure. They're traveling on their own or with a group of friends. And this type of service is quite unique. So this is definitely your USP, Yasmin.
Definitely.
All right. In closing, Yasmin, what would your message be to industry partners and to prospective clients?
To industry partners and prospective clients, my message is that we will have to strengthen our bond together. Where from the airport to the restaurant to everything, we will have to work together to gain this confidence and trust and understanding to the customer that, look, we can fulfill your needs. We will provide the best security as well as other confirmations that are required by the WHO for people who are traveling, so as not to get infected or affected in a negative way when they are on tour.
Well, these are very, very wise words from the mother of tourism, from the mother city of Africa. In closing, I would like to thank you so much, Yasmin, for sharing your words of wisdom, your guidance, and for whatever you have done for the industry in the Western Cape and South Africa. All the best to you and Discover Cape Town. And I'm very sure that your ladies' product will grow and develop in leaps and bounds. I'd just like to share something that I think describes you very well. Basically, Johnny Depp said, if I'm going to tell a real story, I'm going to start with my name. And your name definitely is a well-known brand in Cape Town. Thank you so much, Yasmin.
Thank you, Bunny, for having me, and good luck. And let's hope we can get the numbers up again and we can get all the visitors we can in Cape Town.
And I'm sure it will happen. This is Bunny Bhoola from the Dope News, wishing you all a blessed day and stay safe. And please tune in for more episodes. Please subscribe to our channels and press the like buttons on all the social medias. Thanking you. Bye.